Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here today with today's load prompt. Such as it is, I may not get real close to it. And I'm also doing day 19 of 30 days of sketches. And this sketch was created by Pam Nichols. And when I first saw it, I thought I would do torn paper there. And I kind of put it aside, and as I was looking through, trying to find papers to tear in my Scrap Backwards kit, I found this sheet from the collection that started my kit, which was Summer's Inn by Fancy Pants. And one would think you'd use it this way because it looks like a lined tablet with these labels, and I think it's called fall frames, frame labels, whatever. So I thought, well, what if I did this? It kind of has that look to it, and then I can do my photo cluster kind of up high to get a little bit of this look. And I was looking around for a speech bubble. I found these pieces of ephemera from that collection, which are sort of like doilies. And I thought about that. Then I found this piece of ephemera that says it starts and ends with family. And because of the prompt, which has to do with dancing, based on Martha and the Vandellas dancing in the streets, I was looking for a photo of Ava dancing, and I have a couple. I have one of Katie and Allie dancing, and I could have used any of those, but I kind of thought, I ran across these photos of Ava. This was in a time period when I was heavily using my DSLR camera that had a really good lens that I was able to stand away, and I caught this kind of in the middle of her constant movement. She was always moving, dancing, playing, running, whatever. And in those days, she was always wearing a hat, and her hair was always in her face and tangled. I just, I look at this and I remember everything about that time in her life. And I snapped, in those days with my camera, I would snap 20 photos at once, just trying to get the right facial expression. And she had no idea that I was photographing her. And it wasn't fall, it was summertime, but there were, when I did this, when I did the edit, the filtering, it kind of brought some fall color, some oranges and pinks and reds to some of the green leaves. And I like the stone pathway. This was at Rock City in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I thought I could put this like that and let that be my title. And then I thought I'd fill these frames and then do a little cluster of something up here. So that's my idea. It's not exactly dancing in the street, and it's not exactly Pam's sketch, but it's close enough for government work. And so I'm going to go with it. Get that up. Put that there. And I've got them kind of altered, and I used a sheet from that collection. This is the this dark, kind of a textured looking brown is what I matted that with, and I really like it, and I know Helen's going to be happy that I'm using brown over here. And I found some baby squirrels that were sent to me by Suzanne Madison, and so I just thought I'd play with all of this. I had in my kit, I had some little woodland creatures, and it's like, looks like moms or dads hugging babies there, and so that kind of goes with the family theme. And in these woods, I know there were rabbits and possums. Not sure if there were any hedgehogs. Reasonably certain there were not. And then I was thinking, let's see. I thought I could put this little heart right here. And then I wanted something fairly tall. This is a piece of ephemera from, I don't know what collection, but it's Simple Stories. It's a simple vintage bit, and it's got a butterfly and some leaves, and I've got some other leaves in my bowl here. Because Pam's sketch had hearts, I'm going to find a place to use these, but I'm not sure I'm there yet. Up here, I wanted to, I've been looking for a place to use this little owl, and since this is a layout about a kid, let's see, can I put that cloud? The cloud may not make it into the final composition here. I've got this little, I kind of like this piece of flare because there's a little bit of pink here, and the flare is kind of pinkish beige. It's not a color I would normally rush to use, but I think it's gonna look good here. Let me get an extra little piece of foam right on there. This way. Okay, and now I think I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of glue and let his little feet kind of stick on the photo. And then where did that little pumpkin go? Here it is. And I'll tuck it under. Kind of like that. And then I have a little wood grain heart, piece of ephemera. And I'm going to go ahead and maybe use it right there. And I've got some small leaves that could be kind of work there. And is there room for that guy? Why not? The color works well, which is why I wanted, it's from the ephemera from that same collection, so the color works nicely. Okay, so that's upper area is kind of finished. And I've got this down here, and let me see what else we have going on. I'll bet I'm going to put enough stuff down here that the idea of the frames might end up getting lost. But let's do, I've got some leaves right here, and I have a piece of flare that can go right there, and then I can put another leaf kind of behind it, and then a couple leaves on it. There we go. And then I've got this one that I can probably squeeze in. And I think these leaves are all they Pink Fresh, but I couldn't tell you what collection. I didn't use them when I had more of the collection or the kit that they came in, and so I just kind of kept them in a place for leaves. It was a leaf place. I was thinking maybe that might work right there. Since not much of that orange frame shows, I thought this might work. And that covers up even more of the orange frame, but you can see it down here and a little bit right in through there. But I thought that was kind of cute. And this little squirrel will definitely contrast with those leaves. And it seems somewhat appropriate. Okay, now, I thought I would add to the leaf motif that's going on there. And this white one is the biggest of the leaves I have. And then I have this one. So Pam, I apologize for kind of taking great liberties with your sketch. Put that there. I have this and thought maybe it would work. Yeah, that's okay. Whoops. Go. That seems to kind of come up. And I'm going to put this one kind of right here by the ginkgo leaf. It's kind of the same color, but that's okay. And I'm going to add in this pumpkin, or am I? Maybe what I'll do is that, and then I'll put the pumpkin right here. Okay, and some of these I had just foam, in other cases I had foam tape. Let me see if I can scooch that in there. There we go. Okay, and it seems like I should want to use this maybe up here. And I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to take up that leaf and let it kind of, I'll take up the other one too. And I'll put them right back in on top of this, but it'll be just a nice kind of a layer underneath. There. There. And there. Okay, and then I thought I'd use another squirrel up here, since that's baby squirrel right there. And I can put it right there. Now all I have is these two hearts. So where does one want the hearts? I might just use them right here on the photo. What I'm just kind of noticing is how well her shirt kind of matches with the color scheme we have going on here in the collection. Okay, I think that works. I had these black stars in here thinking I might find a use for them. I'm thinking I need something right there, and I don't know what it is. How about that? I don't have that color anywhere else in there, so no, that's not gonna work. Let's see what I have. Here's something that's pink, but it's a little bit kind of pointy and the wrong shape. Here's one of these lifelike looking leaves from 49 Market from Spectrum Sherbet, and it has gotten disjointed from the rest of the leaf cluster. So I'm working my leaf collection down. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to call that done. I have another leaf here that is yellow, but I don't think I need it. Okay, so Summer's End, Fancy Pants, 2011. So I've had that one a while, and I love it. I love that photo, and it was a snapshot in time, And who knows, she could have been dancing. And I did not, oh, you know what? I'm supposed to use fabric. The technique prompt was fabric or a fabric technique, a fabric look. So I've got this fabric ribbon. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cut pieces of it and make little fishtails. And then I'm going to tuck them into the leaf clusters. Don't know how that's going to work, but it adds the fabric and it gets me that prompt. I'm going to put a little bit right there. Just going down to the orange. I love how this kind of brings out those colors. I'm going to cut this one down shorter. I'm going to scooch it in there. And then I'm going to do this one right up in here. Okay, that's just kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, as my mother would say. But it repeats something I've used someplace else. So by definition, by my definition, it doesn't clash. It looks like it belongs, right? Okay. So I've kind of done the load prompt and I've kind of done the sketch. So thank you, Pam, for the inspiration, and thank you, Alice, and the rest of the load crew for that that prompt. And I hope I'm a little closer to the mark tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.